Welcome to The Buzz, where we bring you leaders in dental education discussing hot topic courses and industry trends. I'm your host, Vanessa Emerson, founder of Dental Speakers Bureau, and today I'm interviewing Dr. Paul Caselle. Thanks for being here, Paul.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Glad to do it. Now, Dr. Caselle has owned and operated a highly profitable dental practice for years. He speaks and trains dental professionals around the country. And the course that we'll be speaking about is called Stop Thinking Like a Dentist, Think Like a CEO. That's a grabby title. I love that. And I think we can already see the wisdom that's coming at us in this course. Now, give us an idea, if you would, Paul. What would attract dental professionals to attend this course?
Well, when you speak to a lot of dentists across the country, we're faced with the same frustrations. That is staff, lowered insurance reimbursements, increased competition, and it's more difficult to become more highly profitable. So the problem most dentists have is we're very technical in nature. That's by nature of our training. We focus in on the patient's needs. And so we spend a lot of time thinking about new techniques, new materials, but we fail to think strategically. If you talk to any CEO, they think the big picture. How do I take my business to the next level? So this course focuses on three key elements. Assuming you have a great location, that's very important. But more importantly is your staff, what technology you can place in your office to become more productive. And finally, the leadership. You need to develop the leadership skills to make it all work.
Well, that sounds like it's a really well-rounded course. Could you give us a little bit more information on each of those three areas?
Well, as far as staff goes, we have to have a structured hiring process. And that means having job descriptions that detail what each person's role in the office is. It's like having a team. You know, everybody has to know what their role is on that team in order to work together. And also you have to have policies and procedures in your office so that everybody knows that things will be the same today and will be the same tomorrow. That builds consistency within your operation. But more importantly, your staff sees that consistency and your patients feel it because now they know it's the same each time they come into the office. And finally, you talk about technology. We talk about different technology, CAD/CAM, lasers, and orthodontics that many GPs don't do. So we talk about those areas. And finally, management. We have to have an idea of what we see as success. We have to develop a vision for the future. We have to know what reports we need to run and the tools we need to use to evaluate that progress and to make sure our entire team is on board with our vision.
Mm-hmm. So what we're talking about here are reasons why we need these different systems or these different principles in place. What do you do in your course to ensure then that they understand the how to develop these? Do you do any exercises, or how do we ensure that our participants are ready to put this into action on Monday morning?
Well, I use a lot of examples of my own business. I show them things that I've done, reports that we run, how to maximize their dental software so that they can meet the needs of their patients, how to communicate to the patients. So I use a lot of resources from my own business to show them what they can do to make sure that everybody's on track.
Oh, that's great. Now, another question for you, Paul, would be based on the title. I'm thinking maybe the best attendee would be the dentist or the practice owner. Is this solely for that level of leadership, or is this open to other members of the team as well?
Well, this is most appropriate for, let's say, the younger dentist coming out of school looking to open a business, or someone who's been in practice a few years and they feel that things just really aren't meshing well. And it is for senior management. Basically, if you have an office manager or office personnel or even dental assistants can appreciate some of the thought process that has to happen within the business to make it successful. Because we're all a team. And I stress to my staff that, the better I do, the better everyone does in the team. So it's important for everybody to take ownership and be part of the solution to meet the challenges that every dental practice has.
Oh, agreed. Definitely. Now, before we wrap up, is there anything important for the event planner to know that we haven't yet talked about with this course?
Well, this course will bring out my organizational skill that is important to have a successful business. And I bring that to a meeting planner, because when a meeting planner says, I need information about you and your course, and I need you to structure a course to meet the needs of our conference, I can get that to you to meet any timeline. You don't have to call me more than once to say, what do I need? You'll get it there well in advance. So that's what I can bring to a meeting planner. Somebody who's going to be on time with the information you need to promote your course.
That's great. And that is a really important promise. We know that that's not always the case. And so I'm sure that event planners always do appreciate that when speakers are timely. Well, this sounds like a really wonderfully specific, yet covers a broad range of topics for especially the younger practice, but also for the seasoned professional who's looking to tweak and fine-tune some things to really kick their practice to the next level. So thanks so much for being here and sharing this with us today, Paul.
My pleasure.
You bet. And for the event planner who would like more information on this course or other courses that Dr. Caselle offers, visit dentalspeakersbureau.com, where you will find Dr. Paul Caselle listed and have his contact information there. Feel free to reach out to the Bureau. We'd be happy to answer questions and get you in contact with Dr. Caselle, and his information is there as well. You can contact him directly. So thanks again for tuning in, and until next time, be well.